Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita Sunday office class. Kindly turn this side. Move also forward. Hare Krishna. Kindly move forward this side. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramai Jaya Sudarshana Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, 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 Hari. Shri Shri Gauranitai ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki Jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Maya ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are going to discuss Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, 27th sloka. So just come forward. There won't be any distraction. Come forward, please. Move, please. Okay, so okay, kindly repeat with me. Uchai Shravasam Aswanam Vidhi Mam Amruto Udbhavam Airavatham Gajendranam Naranam Cha Naradipam Uchraishravasam Aswanam Uchraishrava Aswanam Viddhimam Amrutodbhavam Viddhimam Amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam cha naradipam Naranam cha naradipam Uchchaishrava samaswanam Viddhimam amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam cha naradipam. Yeah, kindly recite. Uchchaishrava samaswanam Viddhimam amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam cha naradipam. Can anyone else kindly recite? Uchchaishrava samaswanam Viddhimam amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam Naranam cha naradipam. Anyone from Mataji's? Try anyone. Uchchaishrava samaswanam Viddhimam amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam cha naradipam. Translation. Of horses know me to be Uchchaishrava, produced during the churning of the ocean for nectar. Of lordly elephants I am Airavata, and among men I am the monarch. Purport. The devotee demigods and the demons, asuras, once took part in the churning the sea. From this churning, nectar and poison were produced, and Lord Shiva drank the poison. From the nectar were produced many entities, of which there was a horse named Uchchaishrava. Another animal produced from the nectar was an elephant named Airavata. Because these two animals were produced from nectar, they have special significance, and they are representatives of Krishna. Among us, the human beings, the king is the representative of Krishna, because Krishna is the maintainer of the universe, and the kings who are appointed on account of their godly qualifications are maintainers of their kingdoms. Kings like Maharaja Yudhishthira, Maharaja Pariksit, and Lord Rama were all highly righteous kings who always thought of the citizens' welfare. In Vedic literature, the king is considered to be the representative of God. In this age, however, with the corruption of the principles of religion, monarchy decayed and is now finally abolished. It is to be understood that in the past, however, people were more happy under righteous kings. So, this is the purport given by Srila Prabhupada. Let's recite Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarobhyasya Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Branda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukunda Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Kripatamam Vande Shri Guram Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Chaitanyameshwaram Hare Krishna. So, what is the 10th chapter name in Bhagavad Gita? Here in Bhagavad Gita as it is. Anyone knows the name of 10th chapter? The opulence of the Absolute. So there are many opulences with Supreme Lord. We also have many opulences, like we have many properties, houses, vehicles, and lands, and so many degrees, yes, and so many skills. Like that, we all have some opulences. But in general, when it comes to the God, we all think that we just, without proper understanding and without enough details, we just think of God and we ignore it after that. But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is clearly giving more and more details about his own nature and his own opulences, his own energies, everything in detail. So, Bhagavad Gita is actually helping us to know about the God in more detail, more clearly, more precisely who is God and his nature, his energies and his opulences, his dealings with his devotees, like that. So we are very fortunate to hear from Krishna directly that what are his opulences and everything. So here in this particular sloka, Krishna is saying about three things. One is Uchai Shrava is one of the special hearts. There are many vibhutis and there are so many horses, but the speciality about Uchai Shrava is actually it is produced from the churning of the ocean. So it's very special. Similarly, there are many elephants, but among them Airavata is so special because they are representatives of Krishna. They produced from the churning of the ocean of the milk. So, and also Krishna is saying that among men, king is the representative of God or Krishna. So it means, what does it mean, representatives of Krishna? Means they are very empowered. They have special powers. For example, king will have so much power to control law and order, to see the welfare of all citizens. He requires power, opulence, wealth, intelligence, everything, right? All kinds of resources. Yes or no? Hare Krishna, please don't speak in the class. Just pay attention. Whoever wants to hear the class, just stay. And remaining, they can take darshan and leave. Okay? Otherwise, just turn this side and pay attention. Don't speak in between. Either call or chit chat. Please don't do that. It's a very precious time. We came to the temple, and let's hear something about Krishna. The real darshan of taking Lord is through the hearing about Him. So, through this naked eyes, what we can see? Through the ears, we can actually see the Lord. So, try to pay attention. Don't distract. So, it's a very important topic. Everything is important related to God. So, particularly here, whatever the horse, Uchashrava, Airavata and king, these are all specially empowered. That's the reason Krishna is saying that they are my vibhutis. So does anyone know other vibhutis? Any other vibhutis? Can anyone know? Let's see what are the other vibhutis. Anyone wants to say other vibhutis? So one mic, Hare Krishna, security. So let's see. Just quickly we will revise what are the all vibhutis which Krishna is mentioning in 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, can someone call security there? We want mic, one more mic. Can you check? One more mic, please. So, just focus. There are many opulences. Krishna is saying some of the opulences are very few in Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter. So, among Adityas, Vamana is Krishna or Krishna's incarnations. Luminaries, among luminaries, sun is considered as the representative of Krishna. Among Maruts, winds, Marichi is considered as, yeah, take someone. Just read out. Yeah, little bit loudly, please read. Yes, louder. From stars, you can read it. It's not working. It's on. Okay. Meantime, just rectify it. Okay. Among stars, Moon is the representative of Krishna. Vedas, Samaveda, demigods, Indra, senses, mind, living beings, consciousness, Rudras, Shankara, Yakshas and Rakshasas, Kuvera, Vasus, Agni, mountains, Meru is the representative of Krishna. Among priests, Brihaspati, commanders, Kartikeya, water bodies, ocean, great sages, Brihaspati, vibrations, Om, sacrifices, Japa, immovable things, Himalayas, trees, banyan tree, sages among demigods, Narada Muni, Gandharvas, Chitraradha, perfected beings, Kapila, horses, Uchai lordly elephants, Airavata, men, king, weapons, thunderbolt, cows, Surabhi cow, causes of procreation, lust for producing progeny, Kandarpa, serpents, Vasuki, many hooded snakes, Anantashesha, aquatics, Varuna, ancestors, Ariyama, dispensers of law, Yama, Yamaraj, demons, but Prahlad is a great devotee, subduers, time, beasts, lion, birds, Garuda, purifying agents, wind, holders of weapons, Rama, Parshurama, fishes, Makara, shark, rivers, Ganga, creations, beginning, middle and end, knowledge, spiritual. There are many branches of knowledge, but spiritual knowledge is the representative of Krishna. Arguments of logicians, conclusive truth. There can be so many arguments, but the conclusions of scriptures is the representation of Krishna. Letters, A. Compound words, Dvandaha, destroyers. The biggest destroyer in this world is time. Creators, the Brahma. Deaths that take place at every moment. Death that devours everything, including memory. So, when we die, in next life, we don't remember anything. Our memory is lost. Future manifestations or transformations. Generating principle, like birth. Woman, feminine opulences, fame, fortune, memory, fine speech, patience, intelligence, steadfastness. Samaveda hymns, Brahat Sama, poetry, Chandasa, Gayatri, months, Margashira, November, December months, seasons, flower bearing spring, cheaters, gambling, splendid, splendor, victorious, victory, those who endeavor, effort is also the representative of Krishna. Strong, strength, descendants of Rishni, Vasudeva, Pandavas, among Pandavas, Arjuna, sages, Vyasa, thinkers, Usana, Sukracharya, Usana, means of suppressing lawlessness, punishment, Danda, victory seekers, morality, wise, wisdom, Gnana, secrets, silence, all existence, seed, Bijam, no moving or non-moving being exists without me. So, this is the entire list given in 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna is saying, shh, please. So, all are opulences of Krishna, vibhutis. So, why we should talk about this and what is there in it to learn for us? There is something important for us to learn here. So, among us, we have different skills, different strengths, different talents, and we know many sports stars, movie stars, social welfare reformers, and many rulers, many kings. And if we take some more role models, they have empowered with some particular strengths. Yes or no? For example, who is a good cricketer? Huh? Sorry? Virat, Dhoni, like that. Similarly, who is the good PM? Huh? Modi, okay. And similarly, who is a good movie star, good actor, good actress? Similarly, who is a good scientist in the society? Huh? Anytime. Einstein, Newton, so many such. So like that. But all this empowerment is coming from whom? Hare Krishna. So there is a story. Let's hear the story and then we'll come to the conclusion that how we are, all of them are getting that strength. Okay? The story name is The Divine Creator. And the title is caption, The Master Magician of the Universe. So, there is a sage and sitting in his ashram along with his disciples and sons. And disciples are glorifying his guru's mystic powers and his glory, and his sons also acknowledging that, and the conversation is going on. Just pay attention, very interesting story. Just repeat, like sages and his disciples, sons sitting in a ashrama and some discussion is going on. Let's read scene 1. Can you read loudly?
A sage along with his disciples and sons is sitting in his ashram. Disciple 1. Oh great personality, we have heard that you have got many magical powers, like you have Prapti Siddhi. That is, you can bring anything from anywhere at your will. Son 1. Yes, my father brought a medicinal herb from far off the Himalayas when a serpent bit my mother. Disciple 2. We consider you the greatest of all mystics and magicians. Sage, my dear children, do not be hasty in your conclusions. I want you to carefully listen to the conversation happening in the jungle at present. Then you may come to a better understanding.
Okay, we'll pass. All heard? You read? All of you read? Please read while listening. So, disciples are praising his guru that you are a great mystic and you have a lot of powers. And when his wife is not well, he's sitting in his ashram. He brought herbals from mountains, Himalayas, to his home. So it's a greatness only, na? Sitting in the home, some herbals from Himalayas he could brought. So it's a great mystic power. But the sage is, the guru is saying that, no, don't come to the conclusion immediately. Let's hear the discussion which is happening among the animals. There are group of animals in the forest. They are discussing. So what they are discussing, just listen to that carefully. Narrate. Scene 2.
An assembly of all the animals, birds, bees, etc. Narrator. An assembly of all the animals, birds, bees, etc. is taking place in the jungle. The sage has given special power to his disciples to be able to hear the conversation, much like modern television telecasts.
So,
Rabbit.
there all animals assembled for the discussion to nominate an award among themselves. Who is the great? So, in that assembly, discussion is about to start. Rabbit is the judge, and all other animals are proposing the greatness, nominations for the award. Let's continue.
This year we will give a special award to the most wonderful and mystic creature amongst us. The nomination of the award will be done by friends, and I am privileged to be the judge.
So, there are many nominations. Rabbit will judge who can be given the award. Continue.
Birds. I would like to tell you about my friend, the mango tree, which extracts the delicious juices of mangoes from the raw sand.
So, birds are nominating whom? Mango tree. Because it's very juicy. And next, rabbit is saying that.
Rabbit. There is certainly great wonder about how the banana tree makes such a fibrous banana fruit, and the orange tree gives us citrus fruits from the same earth. No scientist can do that. Any other nominations?
So, rabbit is adding, okay, mango, nice. Banana is also like that. But both are coming from same earth. So, any other nominations?
Trees. I would like to tell you about my friends, the ants. They can carry up to 100 times their body weight. They are so tiny, yet they have a sophisticated food finding system. They follow food by scent trails. Ants have a strong sense of direction and the ability to remember visual cues. Once they find food, they return to the nest, leaving behind a path marked by pheromones as a guide for worker ants.
So, how many you know that how come ants can find the food? And then they go back to their residence. Is it not wonder? Ants find their food, and then after taking food, they go back to the residence. So, trees are nominating ants. Birds are nominating trees. Trees are nominating ants. Now, rabbit is saying that's phenomenal. Next, what ants are saying? Let's hear from ants.
Ants. Actually, we are nothing. You see, our friends, the honeybees. Look at their hexagonal hive they make, which beats all designs. They extract honey from the flowers, which no one else can do, and they visit millions of flowers to collect a pound of honey. Their honey never spoils, and there is no need to refrigerate the honey. They never sleep.
So, ants are nominating honeybees. Honeybees are more nice, and the way they collect honey, we can't do that. And honeybees collect from lakhs of flowers the honey, and they never sleep also. That's their talent or capacity. So, ants are proposing honeybees. Rabbit, that is really great. Next, bees.
Bees. We are not as useful as our friends, the cows. They take dry grass growing anywhere and produce liters and liters of milk filled with all vitamins and proteins. Cow milk is sufficient for sustenance, and no machine can make it. All human beings are dependent on it.
All glories to Mother Cow. So, honeybees are proposing whom? Cows. Cows are giving lots of milk, and cow milk is actually nourishing human body, health a lot. From the animal cow, everything is auspicious. The cow urine, cow dung, cow milk, cow ghee, everything is auspicious, healthy, it's medicinal, everything in every respect, it is auspicious. So, honeybees are proposing whom?
Cow.
Cow. Now, let's hear from cows.
Cows. I have a great appreciation for my friends, the fish. They are cold-blooded, which means that their body temperature changes along with the temperature of their surroundings. They can migrate thousands of kilometers when the season changes and come back to their original position. We cannot do that. Some of them have exceptional sensory capabilities and can detect earthquakes and pick up low-frequency sound waves.
So, cows are looking at the empowerment in fish that they have a lot of sensory ability. They can detect earthquakes or anything in the some what to say, like abnormal thing is going to happen in the nature kind of things. So cows are seeing, they are not thinking they are great, they are seeing some other creature, some other species has good empowerment. So now what fishes are saying, let's see.
Fishes, look at my humble friends, the mosquitoes. They can take off and land instantly. Their helicopter does not make any noise.
So mosquitoes, they are glorifying mosquitoes. The creature, see the different species have different empowerment. Helicopter can move like a fly. Any aeroplane, any rocket can move like a fly. But in God's creation, like flies, mosquitoes, they can fly like anything. So that's the great, and there is no clash or crash. There won't be any crash, like the way our planes crash. So now monkeys are not interested in nominating mosquitoes because they suck the blood. So fishes, but you would not even know that they did it. Monkeys are proposing some other thing.
I would rather nominate my friend horses. They can sleep standing up and they have lightning fast reflexes. Their babies can walk and run within a few hours of birth. They are highly intelligent animals.
So listen carefully. So now monkeys are proposing horses because they see that horse can sleep while standing. Can any human sleeps while standing? No, it's not possible. But horse can stand and sleep. So it has a different empowerment, different skill, different strength. So like that. Now rabbit is saying, rabbit heard all the discussion, all the nominations, and now it's time for lunch. So they dispersed for lunch. Now from the discussion, sage, guru, is teaching to all the disciples and sons with all of his students that now sage is going to ask, whom do you give an award for the greatest mystic? Yeah, yes, Hare Krishna. So whom we can give the award? Let us think. Shh. You all heard the story, na? So now you tell whom we can award. Huh?
We cannot compare because everyone has different unique powers.
Correct. We cannot compare. Yes. Whom we can give? Any other answer? Horse. All. Okay, all. One good answer. Any other answers? Huh? Who created? Wonderful answer. Who created all these things? Any other answers? Okay, let's see. The right answer is whoever created, whoever is giving. Let's hear from Sage. Read it. Disciple 2. There are disciples. They are saying, they are also thinking whom to give. Just.
Disciple 2. Should we not give the award to God who has given them and all of us some mystical powers? He empowers cows to give milk, honeybee to draw honey from flowers and directs fishes back to their home after a month of migration, and ants to their food kept a long distance away. Sage. Exactly. Everyone represents a fraction of the power of the Lord Yogeshwara, the Lord of all mysticism. It is his arrangement that the tree draws mangoes, oranges, etc. from raw earth. We borrow our powers from him.
Hare Krishna, you read? All of you read it? So, whom we can give award?
God.
To God, Radha Madhav, we should give award. Because Krishna is giving that strength, empowerment, skill, talent, everything to different species, different human beings, different levels, different degrees. Yes or no? So recognizing this is very important. The 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that we should not see some empowerment in a particular human being is disconnection with Krishna. For example, we like so many people in the world, like so many favorite players or favorite heroes or role models in the society, scientists, like that. It is all nice, but we have to understand that the empowerment coming in their lives is actually given by Krishna. Not only in their lives, in all of our lives, we can do something like unique in a better way. Someone can organize better things, someone can sing nicely, someone dance nicely, someone speak nicely, someone narrate stories nicely. All this is different skill, different empowerment, but this is all coming from whom? From Krishna. So this connection is very important to understand. Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that the empowerment, the strength, the energy which is excelling in individuals is not their own. It is actually Krishna's. That's what Vibhuti is like. The opulence of Krishna or absolute truth. The relation between the individual's strength and skills and finally the source of all sources, that is Krishna. So try to develop this understanding from this chapter that everything is connected to Krishna. That's why there is an power or empowerment. Like there are some kings, good kings, right? Like Narendra Modi, let's say, he has good ruling capacity. He is empowered to some extent. That is also the Vibhuti of Krishna. So we have to see the things in relation to Krishna. That's what we have to take the lesson from this particular chapter and particular section, that how all these Vibhutis, Krishna is the source. And so now let's read the
Disciple 3. He has not only empowered every living entity with powers but created a system where the world can function smoothly. Man has now recognized that every living entity, including ants, bees, frogs, fish, birds, fishes and trees, is needed for the functioning of the world. If God did not create one of them, we would not survive. Sage. So he is the greatest of all mystics and magicians. And like magicians, he does this trick without your knowledge in the background. Narrator. Everything in this world, including all living beings and their abilities, is a result of the power of the divine creator. Every creature has unique abilities and contributes to the functioning of the world in its own way. The play highlights the importance of recognizing and appreciating the diversity and interdependence of all living beings. It also emphasizes the need to give credit to the Lord, who empowers every living entity with its own unique abilities and powers and creates a system where all creatures can coexist and thrive.
So all different species are there in this world. They are burden. Suppose some like different species like dogs and some animals, cows, bulls and birds, trees, aquatics, like that there are different species are there. All these are interconnected, interdependent, and one without the other cannot exist. It's a threat. That kind of harmony among species is very important. So when we really understand the vibhutis of Krishna, so we will respect other living beings also. We respect and honor their right to live also. We don't kill them for the satisfaction of our tongue, and we don't misbehave, and we don't exploit the nature and resources in the nature. So all these things will be developed in us when we understand how these are all actually created by God, and God empowered every living being and every species to some degree and to some extent for the welfare of all living beings. So that's the opulence of absolute truth. So what is the opulence? The way Krishna created the coexistence among all species is the great opulence. Okay, got it? We'll end the session here. Yeah, just read the summary and then we'll close.
The play teaches us the importance of recognizing the diversity and interdependence of all living beings. In the play, a sage and his disciples overhear a conversation among the animals about their unique abilities and powers. They realize that all creatures have been empowered by God to contribute to the functioning of the world in their own way. Each creature has its own unique abilities, and if one of them did not exist, we would not survive. The play highlights the need to appreciate the diverse talents of all living beings and give credit to the divine creator. We should be grateful for the abilities we have and recognize that they come from a higher power. The play reminds us that we are all connected and that we must work together to maintain the delicate balance of the world.
So the conclusive point is we all have different strengths, skills and opulence in our lives. Please recognize that everything is coming from Krishna. The cause is Krishna, the source is Krishna. So that recognition actually helps us to grow spiritually and finally to get rid of the law of karma cycle, and we can go back to spiritual world. That is the happy state, like Satchidananda state. So to recognize Lord's hand or Lord's vibhutis, we need some mercy. That mercy is coming through like the parampara, Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara, and they are all the Vaishnava acharyas like Prabhupada. They are merciful and they are giving us very wonderful things like chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By chanting this Hare Krishna mantra daily, sincerely, attentively, we will understand the nature of Krishna in a better way, in a proper way, and then we will realize how the source of all abilities and skills in our lives also is coming from Krishna. We will be convinced and we will develop that realization and finally develop attraction for Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So any questions? Any See, all these things we should not see in this world. Anything wonder, anything great, we should not see in disconnected way with God. Always we should see wonders, greatness, everything in relation to God. That is the main point. As soon as we disconnect the things from the God, then we cannot really understand the purpose of that existence of those things. So always see the things in connected to God, everything in relation to God, in connection with God. So all the vibhutis are also, we have to see in relation to God, not just for our own enjoyment. So any questions? No questions? Yes, Mathis. Can you pass the mic? It's
Hare
not
Krishna,
on.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Means.
As you said, we should connect all the good things, all the abilities we are having, all the strengths, greatnesses we are having, victories to Lord Krishna.
Correct.
Like, I have a doubt. What about all the miseries, disasters? Should we connect them to Krishna as well?
See, there is a knife and it has both. Like we can cut vegetables for cooking. We can also misuse the same knife to give pain to others. The source of the material or equipment is given by Krishna, but how to use it is depending on the individuals. That free will is depending on the humans who is using, how they are using. The source of knife is Krishna, but the free will, how to use is ours. So the miseries, disasters, all these things in this world happening because of our mischievous and wrong choices, wrong way of applying the things. It's all because of us, not because of the Krishna. Because there is a free will, the way how to apply is actually making difference. For example, our parents give some money and Sri Sri Radha Madhav ki jai, Sri Sri Gauranitai ki jai, Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Sudarshana Maya ki jai. So give some pocket money to us. So how we use, it depends on us. After misusing it, if we say it is the problem of my parent, my father, my mother, can we say like that? Can anyone say like that? No. After parents are giving money so that the child will has some need, he will be taken care of that particular need. Out of love, he is giving that facility. Now there is a free will, how we are going to use. So as long as the source of, the misuse or bad thing which happens to us by spending the money, we don't give blame to our parents. Similarly, we don't give blame to God, which are whatever the bad things which are happening in this world. As simple as that. So you got the point. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.